Welcome fans to the 2017 Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Men's and Women's Lacrosse Preseason Award Show. My name is Meredith Bryant and I will be your host during tonight's show. Tonight we will take a look back at the 2016 seasons while also taking a look forward to the upcoming 2017 Men's and Women's Lacrosse seasons. In tonight's show, we will announce the preseason All-MAAC teams, preseason players of the year, and the preseason polls all voted on by the league's head coaches. Before we get into the action of tonight's preseason show, we want to let our fans know that you can follow along on Twitter by using the handle @MAACSports and join the conversation by using the hashtag MAACLax. We'll start off tonight's preseason show with a recap of the 2016 Women's Championship. The first game saw number 3 seeded Monmouth defeating the 6th seed Iona Gales 13-7 in West Long Branch, New Jersey. The Hawks goalkeeper Caroline Heelster recorded a career-high 15 saves in 60 minutes of action. The second first-round game saw Fairfield University go on the road to defeat Niagara 9-7. The Stags' Alex Femmel scored 4 goals, and midfielder Riley Helstein joined in by scoring 2 goals and added 2 assists. The semifinals and the finals were hosted by the top-seeded Canisius College. The first game saw the 3rd seed Monmouth University Hawks defeat 2nd-seeded Marist 9-3. Monmouth's Alexa Smith and Marielle Pierce both had 3 goals. In the second semifinal game, number 1 seed Canisius College defeated 5th-seeded Fairfield University 10-7 to advance to the championship game. Erica Evans scored 4 goals, and the MAAC Co-Defensive Player of the Year, Rebecca Van Laken, made 7 saves for the Griffs. The 2016 championship game saw the number 1 overall seed Canisius College face off against 3rd-seeded Monmouth University. The Griffs jumped out to a 10-1 lead in the first half en route to a 17-5 victory over the Hawks to win the 2016 MAAC Women's Lacrosse Championship for the 5th time in 6 years. Canisius' Erica Evans was named the tournament MVP. We'll now continue tonight's show with the announcement of the women's preseason All-MAAC team. First, at attack, Tessa Chad from Canisius College, Riley Helstein from Fairfield University, Alexa Smith from Monmouth University, Caroline Crump from Niagara University. At midfield, Erica Evans from Canisius College, Alex Femmel from Fairfield University, Erin Pugh from Iona College. At defense, Gabriella Di Demizio from Iona College, Alexandra Higgins from Niagara University, Kira Kelly from Quinnipiac University, and Emily Conway from Siena College. At goalkeeper, Rebecca Van Laken from Canisius College. Those are the members of the preseason All-MAAC team. Make sure to tweet your thoughts using the hashtag MAACLax. We will now reveal the Women's Preseason Player of the Year. The unanimous Women's Preseason Player of the Year is Erica Evans from Canisius College.
I thought it went well. We've been working hard and comes to practice and that sort of thing. Everybody's intensity's up, and that's what you want to see with the team. We have a lot of returners from last year, which is nice to see, but also the freshmen have really shown that they have capabilities to play on this team. That's nice to see. So overall, I think as a team we look good, and I think we're getting prepared for this season, which is an exciting season, and we're trying to defend our championship from last year. Personal goals is just to get better every game and help my teammates out. It's a team sport, so it's not just all about one person, it's about everybody, and I just like to help everybody improve, and I like how they help me improve. And for the team, it's just always winning that MAAC championship, hopefully beating a ranked opponent. We have a lot of opportunities this year with Syracuse and North Carolina and Northwestern, and then also just making it on through the NCAA tournament. We've come so close many other years, and we haven't reached that goal yet, but I feel like with this team we have that opportunity. You know what? It's a team sport, and I really thank my teammates for that. They're the ones that push me every practice. They're the ones that get those loose balls and get those draw controls and make saves and cause those turnovers and make a nice feed into the middle. It's not just me, it's all of them too, and really that award's for all of us, and it just shows how great a team we are. I know that every game I have to get better and just show that I deserve that award, and that's what I want to do when I go out there and play.
Congratulations to Erica Evans. Let's take a brief break, and when we return, we will take a look back at the men's 2016 campaign, as well as reveal the All-MAAC team and preseason player of the year on the men's side.
It's knowing that you will always compete against the best, while making you become the best that you can be. It's about joining a family with a storied history, where athletics and academics are held to the highest of standards. It's about creating the future leaders of tomorrow, all with the focus on one goal: graduation. It's the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference.
back, MAAC fans. Before the break, we revealed the preseason All-MAAC teams and the Player of the Year on the women's side. Now let's take a look back at the 2016 Men's Championship. Quinnipiac University was the number 1 overall seed and hosted the championship. They faced off against number 4 seeded Canisius College and won this contest 13-7 behind 5 goals from Ryan Keenan and 4 goals from Foster Cuomo. The second semifinal was a back-and-forth contest between number 2 seed Marist College and number 3 seed Monmouth University. Marist scored with 4:40 left in the game to go up 7-6. That was the score until the final 35 seconds when the Hawks drove down the field and scored. The Red Foxes were able to come out on top with a shot from Thomas Rago to give Marist an 8-7 lead with 9 seconds remaining. The championship game was a rematch of the 2015 championship between Quinnipiac and Marist. The Bobcats jumped out to an early 4-0 lead in the first half. They defeated the Red Foxes 13-9 to capture the 2016 MAAC Men's Lacrosse Championship. Quinnipiac goalkeeper Jack Brust was named the tournament MVP. We'll now continue tonight's show with the announcement of the men's preseason All-MAAC team. First, at attack, Brian Feldman from Quinnipiac University, Parker Giarratana from Manhattan College, and J.D. Ricoeur from Marist College. At midfield, Jeff Edwards from Canisius College, Gannon Morrison from Marist College, and Foster Cuomo from Quinnipiac University. At defense, Joe Arcarice from Siena College, Frankie Briere from Marist College, and Andrew Grajewski from Monmouth University. At goalkeeper, Brian Corrigan from Marist College. Those are the members of the preseason All-MAAC team. Make sure to tweet your thoughts using the hashtag MAAClax. We will now reveal the men's preseason Player of the Year. The men's preseason co-player of the year is Jeff Edwards of Canisius College and Foster Cuomo of Quinnipiac University.
I think it's a very prestigious award, and I'm happy that they honored me like this. But going forward, I'm not really thinking about the preseason polls or the preseason awards. I think everyone's really excited coming back from winter break, and we put a lot of work in the fall. And I think we're excited to prove a lot of people wrong and get out there and win some games. Just trying to build upon each game and each practice and get better. I think the main thing is just getting better every day. Going in practice, working hard, and elevating my game as well as all my teammates' games. And then as a team, obviously, we share the same goal of getting better every day, but we're obviously looking for a MAAC championship at the end of the year. The MAAC conference is a great conference. It's really from top to bottom every year. The teams are getting better. The top team and the bottom team, anyone can beat anyone, so it's really a competitive league. Every game really matters, and there's no easy game, so you really got to come prepared and work hard and go into battle every game.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice, and it's humbling too, when you're recognized around the league. But the most important thing for us is definitely that MAAC championship every year. That's just kind of a side bonus to the icing on top of the cake. I think we're doing everything we can right now. We're coming together as a team, building team chemistry, and I think that's the most important thing. When you go out into a big game like that, the more tight you are with your team, the more you trust your teammates. That's all you can ask for, really. Team chemistry is a big thing. And trusting your teammates on the field. When you go into a big game like that, that's the biggest part. Making a skip pass or something like that, you always have trust in your teammates, and that's when you make the big plays. We have guys this year, not even me, also Brian Feldman, Jordan D'Antonio, Anthony Carcietta, and they're all ready to step up too. So I feel that I don't really have to take the full burden on my shoulders because there's so many diverse players on our team that can really contribute. I think, after a year like last year, we're always, looking to improve. So last year we won the MAAC championship and made it to the first play-in game, and I think that's our goal this year too, and to make it even farther. You can see in the Maryland game too, there's a lot of close moments in that game, and it came down to possession, but I think, if we had the ball more, it could be a really tight game, and I think we could progress more in the NCAA tournament.
Congratulations to Jeff Edwards and Foster Cuomo. We're going to take a short break, and when we return, we will unveil the women's preseason poll.
Oh, that's lovely.
So graceful.
The corkscrew spin, flawless. His signature move, the Flying Dutchman. Poetry in motion.
And there it is, the baby bird.
Breathtaking.
A sumo wrestler figure skating? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Heather saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I'm in there as Katie.
I'll call you later. Or, no, I won't. I'll text you because, what am I, your dad? Don't stay out too late.
Yeah, just text me.
Thank you. Get home safe. This must be what Antonio Brown feels like when he's dancing in the end zone.
Touchdown, Antonio Brown! This must be how Lucas felt when he finally got Katie's number.
Pepsi.
Welcome back, MAAC fans. Before the break, we revealed the preseason All-MAAC teams and the Player of the Year on the men's side. Now let's take a look at this year's women's preseason coaches poll, which was voted on by the league's head coaches. Tied for 8th place in the preseason poll is Quinnipiac. Junior defender Kira Kelly led the MAAC with 37 caused turnovers and 3.25 ground balls per game. Manhattan is also tied for 8th in the preseason poll. The Jaspers ranked 2nd in the conference with 12.88 draw controls per game. Tied for 6th place in the coaches poll are the Iona Gales and the Siena Saints. Iona's Erin Pugh was 4th in the MAAC with 2.61 goals per game and totaled 47 last season. Siena finished 2nd in the MAAC in 2016 with 12.12 goals per game. In 5th place are the Niagara Purple Eagles. Alexis Morales had 4 game-winning goals for the Purple Eagles last season, which was tied for the league best. In a tie for 3rd place in the preseason poll are Fairfield and Marist. The Stags' Riley Helstein ranked 7th in the MAAC with 2.47 goals per game. Marist ranked 1st in the MAAC with 5.53 assists per game and 2nd with 16.35 points per game. Monmouth comes in 2nd place after finishing as a runner-up in the 2016 Women's Lacrosse Championship game. Junior Alexis Smith scored 42 goals for the Hawks last season. The unanimous preseason favorites are the defending 2016 MAAC Women's Lacrosse champions, Canisius College. The Griffs are led by Erica Evans, who scored a league-high 72 goals last season en route to winning the 2016 MAAC Tournament MVP.
So it's quite an honor to be chosen preseason favorites for our program. It just comes down to all the hard work my players have put in, not even for this year, but in our previous years, to raise our bar, to set a high standard in our program. This year's team really wants to raise that bar and raise it to new heights and set a new standard. Yeah, we definitely have a talented group this season. We got to continue working hard, continue to stay focused, and our challenging non-conference schedule will prepare us definitely for our conference schedule to prepare us for the challenging games in our conference to lead up to the MAAC championship. Definitely Erica's one of the best that's ever come through our program. I think what sets Erica aside from the rest is that she had a lot of success right away in her freshman year, came in and then really wasn't satisfied just with that success. And every year, every time she takes the field, she wants to get better. She wants to make our program better and take us to new heights, and which allows us to expand. It helps out with recruiting future Griffs, and really Erica's not satisfied. And she wants to raise the level of her game, but raise the level of our teammates' games and overall our program's performance.
And that finishes out the results of the women's preseason poll. We will take a brief break, and when we return, we will announce the men's preseason poll.
Oh, yes. There you go. Little dribble drive.
Feel the intensity of NCAA March Madness.
That's a 3.
You've got to see it to believe it. The 2017 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship first and second rounds. March 16th and 18th at the Key Bank Center in Buffalo. Visit ncaa.com/MBB tickets for your seats today.
If you can play in the MAAC.
We pledge to respect everyone.
We pledge to support the LGBTQ athletes.
We pledge to create a safe and inclusive environment. If you can throw,
You can throw.
If you can shoot,
you can shoot. If you can swim, you can swim.
If you can run,
you can run.
For everyone at Canisius,
Fairfield,
Iona,
Manhattan, Marist,
Monmouth,
Niagara,
Quinnipiac,
Ryder,
St. Peter's,
Siena.
If you can play in the MAAC.
Welcome back, MAAC fans. Before the break, we announced the women's preseason coaches poll. Now let's take a look at this year's men's preseason coaches poll, which is voted on by the league's head coaches. Coming in at 7th, the Manhattan College Jaspers were 1-5 in the MAAC a season ago and returned the 2016 MAAC Rookie of the Year, Parker Giarratana, who finished 3rd in the MAAC with 31 goals. Coming in at 6th is Detroit Mercy, who finished 2-4 in conference play in 2016. Senior goalkeeper Jason Weber finished 4th in the MAAC with a .537 save percentage and a 10.73 goals against average. Coming in at 5th, Canisius College went 3-3 in the MAAC last season. The Griffs are led by the 2016 All-MAAC first team selection Jeff Edwards, who led the MAAC with a 2.17 assists per game. Coming in at 4th is Siena College, who finished 2-4 in the MAAC in 2016. The Saints ranked 2nd in the conference with 26.31 ground balls per game. The 2016 MAAC men's lacrosse runner-up and two-time MAAC champions Marist College are voted to finish 3rd this season after ranking 2nd in the conference with 15.38 points per game. The Red Foxes are led by the 2016 All-MAAC first-team selections J.D. Ricoeur, Gannon Morrison, and Brian Corrigan. Monmouth University comes in 2nd place in the coaches poll after going 3-3 in conference play. The 2016 All-MAAC first-team defender Andrew Grajewski returns for his senior season with the Hawks. The defending MAAC men's lacrosse champions Quinnipiac University are the unanimous preseason favorites after going 6-0 in MAAC play and defeating the University of Hartford 14-9 in the preliminary round of the NCAA Division I tournament.
Well, it's definitely an honor to be, selected as the preseason number one, but it certainly has its challenges as well. I think that we've talked about it a lot. We assume we're going to get everybody's best. When you're sitting at the number one going into the season, you have a target on your back, and I think we have to accept that. It's there no matter what. The MAAC continues to improve. Everybody's very competitive, so we certainly have our work cut out for us. It's a great point, and I certainly would give all the credit in the world to those seniors that we had last year. They certainly didn't have a lot in volume, but their contributions were tremendous. And I think the neat thing about that group was that they picked up for each other when everyone, the leadership was always present and it was, spread out amongst everyone. But it does present a unique challenge coming off of a championship where leadership is really paramount in your success. Our senior class this year, again, is pretty small. Our junior class is pretty big. So we're really counting on the seniors and juniors to help carry the load. Having Jack Bruss back, he's a tremendous leader as well as a tremendous goalie, and he'll do a great job. I think for us, again, expecting that everyone's going to bring their best 4 quarters to play us every week, and us having to respond to that is a unique challenge. And it's a place we haven't been before, so it's a unique position to be in, and we're certainly prepared for it. And we just have to kind of grow into that role and continue to develop through the season. And again, we just got to make sure we put our best lacrosse forward.
And that wraps up the men's preseason poll. We are going to take our final break of the show. Once we get back, we will take a look at the upcoming schedules on both men's and women's side, as well as announcing the dates for both championships.
So, Mr. Harris, we have your fingerprints on the safe, a photo of you opening the safe, a post using the hashtag #JustRobbedTheSafe. So, what are we supposed to think?
Switching to Geico could save you a bunch of money on car insurance.
Excellent point. Case dismissed.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
We are MAAC. Student athletes from MAAC schools meet 3 times a year
to discuss NCAA legislation,
share our school's best practices,
and make a difference
by volunteering in the community.
At the MAAC, our voices are heard.
Though we compete against each other,
we are united,
working towards the common goal of enhancing the student-athlete experience.
We are
MAAC.
Welcome back, MAAC fans. Let's look ahead to some of the highlight non-conference matchups of the season. Now let's look at the MAAC schedule for both the men's and women's lacrosse leagues. As part of the MAAC and ESPN partnership, one regular season men's lacrosse game will air on ESPNU on Friday, April 28th at 4 p.m. The matchup will be announced no later than 21 days out. Lastly, let's take a look at the MAAC Lacrosse Championship dates for 2017. The MAAC Women's Lacrosse Championship will begin on Saturday, April 29th, with the first rounds being hosted by the number 3 and 4 seeds. The championship will continue from May 5th through the 7th, with the number 1 seed serving as the host. This year, the MAAC Men's Lacrosse Championship will move to a predetermined site on May 5th through the 7th. As part of ESPN's continued efforts to support men's lacrosse, the championship game will be televised live on ESPNU on Sunday, May 7th at 10 a.m. That concludes tonight's 2017 MAAC Men's and Women's Lacrosse Preseason Award Show. This has been a presentation of MAAC.tv. I am Meredith Bryant, and for everyone at the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, have a good night and thank you for watching.